Hello, hello mga Kachismis! Welcome to T-Talks! This is Bianca and I will deliver chika and fangirl topics which are mostly related to Johnny's entertainment and their artists. Ano? Tara na! Chismisan na! Hey everyone, it's still me, Bianca, and for today's episode, I'm going to dedicate this to Arashi. So why? Why do you ask? I already had 3 episodes dedicated to them. So why? So today, if you haven't noticed, today is September 15th. September 15th is their formation day! Woo! So today marks the 22nd formation anniversary day. But the debut date is different from their formation date. So the formation date was when they were formed as a group and they were introduced as Arashi. So just a backstory, these 5 members were actually asked if they have passports, and fortunately, they all have one. During that time, oh my god, if they don't have one, they won't be Arashi. I don't know if that's the ultimate reason, but I think there are some factors that mattered as to why they were chosen as the members of Arashi. So these 5 members flew from Japan to Hawaii, and then they were launched in a yacht. How cool is that? Who in the world will introduce a new group in a yacht and in Hawaii? So that's why Hawaii is also a memorable place for the 5 members. Now, for this episode of T-Talks, I would like to share my favorite concert out of all that I've seen so far. So just a disclaimer, I haven't seen Popcorn properly. I think I might have checked some clips, but not the whole concert itself. And I think since Popcorn up until Are You Happy before Untitled, whichever the concert before Untitled is the one that I haven't seen, aside from the past concerts before 2009, because I've only seen concerts from 2009, 2010, 2011, and then the recent ones, Untitled and 5x20. So those, I think that's only limited. That's not even half of the concert tours that they already have. So just a disclaimer, I haven't seen everything. So what I'm going to mention, or what my favorite concert so far, would be based on which of those concerts have I seen already. So the first one that I've seen actually is 5x10. It was accidentally bought somewhere. That's already mentioned on my other vlog, so I'm not going to mention it here. Okay, so I'm going to reveal what's my favorite concert. So my favorite concert is dun, 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 Beautiful World. You know what? I think one of the factors why I chose this one is because it was my peak fandom era with Arashi. So I think this is from 2011 to 2012. So the concert run from July 2011 up until January 2012. Aside from that, I really love the songs within the album. If there is a concert tour, there is an album. That's 100% guarantee. They will always release the album first before announcing the concert tour. So that's basically for Johnny's Entertainment. I don't know for other artists outside Johnny's Entertainment, but at least for Johnny's Entertainment, they will announce the album first, and then a few months after, they will announce a concert tour. Yeah. So let's discuss about Beautiful World as the album. So Beautiful World was the 10th studio album that was released on July 6, 2011, selling more than million copies back in December 2011. So that's the consolidated number of copies that was sold back in 2011. It has a total of 19 songs across all versions. Each members have their solo songs. Ono with Hung Up, Shaw's Kono Mamamoto, Jun's infamous Shake It, Shake It, Shake It, and Nina's heartwarming Doko ni Demon Aru Uta, and Aiba's Fun Janakte. These tracks are also joined by 5 singles that were released between Scene album and Beautiful World album, namely To Be Free, Love Rainbow, Dear Snow, Hatenai Sara, and Lotus. Another fact is that To Be Free was dedicated to Japan Airline promotions. There is also a plane used as their promotion, I think promotion marketing something. Anyway, but their faces were on the plane. Like, I don't know if you're familiar, but if you know Eva Air, so Eva Air had this Hello Kitty plane that they have Hello Kitty outside the plane as their design. So that happened to Arashi as well. So they put Beautiful World logo with the faces of these 5 members. Like, they are literally on the plane. You can see them flying. But I don't know if they flew internationally. I think it's only domestic, because for the recent one, or the one that ended last year, or I think this year, they actually extended, I think early January, or for the whole month of January, it's still flying. So for Beautiful World, I think they were just catering domestic flights. So yeah, I think that's the difference between the recent one versus this one. And then the remaining 9 songs were the newly released, and one of them was Madaminu Sekaide. So this song has its own promotional video, or PV as we call it back in the days. The bonus last song included in the album was Energy Song, the 7 Net edition. I don't have the limited edition album, so I don't know what's the difference between the regular Energy Song versus this edition. But yeah, that's only for limited edition. So the regular edition doesn't have the Energy Song, and then for the limited edition, it will be the bonus track. Aside from that, it also has the DVD. I think the DVD is composed of Madaminu Sekaide PV and the making of the PV. I don't know if they have another clip within that DVD, but so far from what I know, it's only the Madaminu Sekaide. After discussing the album, if you are going to ask me, what's your favorite song on the album? So that will be two songs. So that will be To Be Free and Niji no Kakera, No Rain, No Rainbow. Honestly, I don't really check out the translations of the lyrics, so I'm not gonna lie that I know the lyrics, or I know the translations of the lyrics without knowing the meaning. How should I describe it? So sound-wise, melody-wise, I like To Be Free. So aside from the melody, I think I like the promotional video because it's a very minimalist, straight to the point. Sound-wise, To Be Free, you can clearly hear the band instruments. So unlike the other singles, I think this is more on a band type of song. To Be Free is also the song that unknowingly gives me the drive to just go on. I mean, even though without knowing what's the real meaning behind the lyrics, it gives me somehow a good feeling about it. I've researched it for the sake of this podcast. I need to spread out what's the real meaning of the song. So I'm going to read some of the translations from the original lyrics, specifically the chorus. So for this one, I'm going to read the translations from Yaruki Zero at Live Journal. Thank you for the translation. This person or this page in Live Journal specifically has a lot of Arashi lyrics with the translations on it. For the chorus, the translation would be, "We started running even though we were thirsty. Because we realized we wouldn't let our hearts be declined without enhancing anything, just as we are to be free." My interpretation for this translation would be, just be you. Don't let other people pressure you out. Don't let other people put you down. Just know that you are responsible enough and you know the consequences of every action that you take, and be free with yourself and be true to yourself. And to the other song. So the other song that I like is Niji no Kakera no Rain no Rainbow. If to be free gives you a good feeling, then Niji no Kakera give you a sense of joy. Not really joy. How can I describe this feeling? I mean, you'll be kilig. I don't know if you guys know what kilig means, if ever some foreign Arashans hear this podcast. Kilig is something like tokidoki, like butterflies in your stomach or heart skipping a bit. Anyway, the introduction instruments on the song is very good. I mean, it gives you good feeling. Aside from, it's a different kind of good feeling versus to be free, to be honest. I don't know how to describe. I don't know words. There is actually a backstory with Niji no Kakera. So, on my 18th birthday, so we had this celebration. During that time, my sister did my AVP or my audiovisual presentation, and then I asked her to use Niji no Kakera together with Life. If you're familiar, I think Life is with Time album. That's the two songs that I requested her to put on the AVP. Okay, now I know the right words. I chose this song because it makes me relax and it just brings me peace. I don't know if you can relate on that. Really, there are songs that will make your heart at peace. So aside from the kilig that I'm feeling with the intro and the song, I don't know really the lyrics, okay? So I'm not going to sing it any further. Just like with To Be Free, I'm going to read a part of the song that is already translated. I think this one is for the bridge part, yeah. So from the bridge part, the direct translation would be, "Wipe your tears and show me your smile. Even in sad times, smile. That's right. Realize you're not alone." You know what? I just realized that the title is very straightforward. Like, no rain, no rainbow. I mean, a lot of people like rains, right? But sometimes rain has the negative connotation with it. Like, raining means dull or something down, or you will feel sad with the rain. So I think main message of this song is really that if today's not a good day, or if today's not that great day that you've expected it to be, tomorrow will always be another day, and hopefully a better day. And also, even with hardships, there will come a time that after that hardship, you will enjoy the things in life, like the rain. For example, if you feel down every time it rains, you'll light up after it because you'll see a rainbow. A rainbow will always put a smile on people's face because it's a natural phenomenon. Okay, it's science now. Anyway, so that's it. I think it's very straightforward and just realize it now. That's so silly of me. Please do listen to the album on Spotify. So all of the albums of Arashi is now on Spotify. You can check them out on their discography. Aside from my favorite songs, now I'm going to mention my favorite solo song. Though I love every solo songs in this album, what tops my list is Nino's Doko ni Demo Aru Uta. I believe it's a love song. But the narrative of the song speaks about having this one person as your support system when you're down. And actually, it sparked a controversy during the performance. But I'm going to mention it later on. Okay, now that I've mentioned the album and some of the songs that I love the most, okay, that's very, very obvious that I have favoritisms. Let's proceed to the concert itself, since this podcast is dedicated to the concert, not the album itself. Dear listeners, just a spoiler alert. This is not a spoiler-free episode. So if you haven't watched the concert, guys, if you haven't watched and if you don't like to listen to the spoilers, feel free to exit this podcast. I don't want to spoil anyone. So if you want to hear more about it, then please continue. Please continue listening to the podcast. I actually rewatched this concert before I recorded because it's been 9-10 years since the last time I watched it. So yeah, let's go. They released the DVD that was held in Kokoritsu. So the DVD that they released was the Kokoritsu one. So Kokoritsu means the national stadium that was also used for the Tokyo 2020 Summer Games opening and closing ceremony. I don't know actually if they held an event or sport event on Kokoritsu last Summer Games, but yeah, it will be the old Kokoritsu if you're going to watch it. Let's go! Unlike 5x10, they entered the stage from the middle part. So they did not use the zip line because I think that was foreseen. If I'm not mistaken, it was foreseen or 5x10 that they used a zip line as their grand entrance. But for this one, they entered using a platform from below the stage going up the stage. So that's the opening scene, and it's always raining whenever they hold concerts in Kokoritsu. This one is not an exception. From the opening, it's already raining hard, but thankfully it stopped, I think, in the middle or 5th or 6th song. So they opened up the concert with Believe, one of my favorite songs. It was released, I think, 2009, yeah. One of my favorite songs. They danced to Believe, and then, oh my god, now I can remember why I love this concert so much. They followed Believe with Oh Yeah. Can you imagine? A dance song followed by a hyping song. I don't know if I'm using the term right, but Oh Yeah is a song wherein you can hype the audience more. If you know, if you're a fan of Arashi, you'll get what I mean. But if you're not a fan, try listening to Oh Yeah on Spotify. You'll get what I mean. I just noticed that the songs they usually sing in the middle or towards the end or encore were sang during the opening. Like this one, like Oh Yeah, most of the time it is being sung during an encore or towards the end of the show. As I've mentioned earlier, I rewatch it to relive the moments, and I find myself following to Shaw's chants. So remember, Shaw would always have his chants. Everybody say Arashi, Arashi, or whatever chant he would be screaming on the top of his lungs. I actually did it like Arashi, Arashi. So fun. The other song from the opening was Kotobayori mo Taisetsu na mo no. It is before their individual greetings. So they always do their individual greetings. Like this time they didn't interchange their greetings, but on the recent concerts they had this habit of interchanging their greetings. Like for example, Aiba will do Shaw's greeting, or Ono will do Ninomiya's greeting. So they do that on recent concerts, but for Beautiful World they just stick with their own individual greetings. After their greetings, they actually sang Arashi, their debut single. So there is a part wherein Ono asked the crowd to sing some of the lines, and it actually gave me goosebumps. I mean, I miss them. I miss them so much. I need them to come back anytime soon. I wish for them to come back anytime soon, but it's out of my hands, so I'll just let them enjoy their lives right now. So they changed their costume after Arashi, and then the song that was next on their set list is Niji no Kakara. So another hair standing moment for me. I mean, it's so beautiful. It's a beautiful song, guys. Check it out on Spotify. It is on the Beautiful World album. You can check it there. So they even have little Johnny's Juniors join them with their balloons. That's so cute. Of course, I'm going to be biased. This is one of my favorites, Niji no Kakara. One of the performance that I love from this concert. It's perfect. Okay, again, it's biased. You should watch it, guys. And I will not spoil it even more. I mean that part. So after Niji no Kakara, I can't remember actually if they changed their costumes again. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I forgot things quickly this past few days, so please forgive me. But anyway, the next song that they sang was Crazy Moon. I love this song as well. I love every singles of Arashi. I'm so sorry. I love everything. But I'm not really familiar with the B-sides. I'm not that familiar with the B-sides because most of the time I listen to their albums, not the singles. And some of the singles have B-sides. No, not some. All of the singles have B-sides, but not all B-sides will be included in their album. So I think some are fortunate enough to be included in the album, but most of them are not included in the album. I'm not familiar with the B-side songs. Anyway, going back. So I think, I don't know actually, but I think this is the last concert wherein they performed Crazy Moon. You know why I love this song? This is a dance song. So back then, it was the most tiring choreography they have. If you remember the promotional video of Crazy Moon, it is very tiring. The choreography is non-stop jumping and dancing. But of course, during the concert, they already modified the choreography since they cannot afford to really dance and sing at the same time with this heavy choreography. And also, if you're going to watch this concert, look out for Shaw's hip thrust. I didn't notice it before, but now that I've seen it carefully, you might want to watch out for that. First one to have his solo performance was Jun. His costume? His costume is holding on that button before it fully reveals his milky white skin. But seriously, Jun has one of the fairest skin color I've seen in person. The very first performance of Shake It. Shake it, shake it. This is the infamous Shake It. I think he sang this on multiple occasions. Like, I think it won Arafest, the first Arafest, and then the second Arafest, and the third Arafest. Yeah, he has been singing and dancing Shake It for the longest time. I actually really like Come Back to Me and Yabay Yabay Yabay. But anyway, Beautiful World will be the first performance of Shake It, or the debut performance of Shake It. And it was the most intense, I think. Yeah. I don't know if I can mention it here, but I think you should just watch the concert again. I don't want to spoil everything or give every detail that there is. I'm going to just give you some context for you to imagine. I'm just going to let your imagination go wild. But yeah, so when looking back, I think this first performance of Shake It is the most daring one. Yeah, that's the right term to describe the performance. You can just watch it. I don't want to spill everything on this podcast. I need you to watch it and observe it. So moving on from that intense performance of Shake It, for someone who have seen the live performance and the DVD, it felt really weird on how the transition of a song to another that clearly has an interval or an intermission in between is not included in the DVD, because it's just like you just snapped your fingers and you went to another dimension. You know what? The videos being shown during the intermission are entertaining as well, so I don't know why they don't include it in the DVD. Hopefully, on the other DVDs, they have included it. I like Arafest. So, for Arafest, they show some clips or the video of the animated Arashi members. And then, yeah, just like that one, I wish they can include that because it's very entertaining as well. And it will also give another experience for the Arashans who didn't get a chance to watch them live. After Jun's solo performance, it was followed by Ashita no Kyoku and then by Boku ga Boku no Subete. I think it was a great choice that Ashita no Kyoku, which is a dramatic stage, was followed by a more upbeat and lighter song. One thing I noticed is that they decided to do songs with dances in intervals so that they can roam around more and greet the fans who came to see them. Because, again, Kokoritsu can house up to 75,000 spectators. How can you ask them to greet everyone if they won't roam around? I mean, it's very important to the members to be able to reach out to their fans. I mean, a simple hi, a simple wave will do, because that's the most of the fan service that they can give, unlike the other artists on the other side of the road. Anyway, that's for another topic. The next one to perform his solo was Aibawi Janakte. You know what? The chair choreography is so cute. This song shows his personality, a very Aiba song, definitely. So the next song will be Shosko no Mamamoto, my man in polka suit. I really love Sho's voice in this song. I mean, his voice is very raspy and very husky, if I may say or describe it. But yeah, this song is actually a cute love song. The melody of the song is very light and mid-tempo upbeat. I don't know if I'm using the terms correctly, but yeah, so if you look into the lyrics, it is a love song. It's actually promising someone their love. So kilig. Again, kilig, for your reference, it's like butterflies in your stomach but in a romantic way, not in the nervous way. it's not going to be a Shaw song without his Sakura. I was just smiling all throughout his performance, and not to mention he's my Ichiban. Their costumes during Everybody's Senshin, which is the next song after Shaw's solo, is so cute. Instead of a tie, they use bow tie. It's a cute bow tie with polka dots. So during Everybody's Senshin, there are only 4 members. So I think Shaw is still changing his costume into the one with bow tie. So during that performance, they also have their juniors lined up at the back of each member. So they have their Johnny's Jr. there present. And actually, I am trying to find some of the juniors that I know back then. But unfortunately, I didn't find one. So I just focused on the 5 of them. There's only 4, I'm sorry. And then Shaw joined the other 4 members during Kita Daijobu. So that's the next song after Everybody's Senshin. That was a long time for him to get changed, but the venue is huge. I actually saw a documentary wherein they need to use an electric scooter just to transfer from place to place under the stage because, again, it can house up to 75,000 spectators. Imagine how big it is. After Kito Daijobu, the last song for disc 1 was Happiness. At the beginning of the song, they were scattered around the stage. And then when the chorus started playing, they all gathered on the center stage wherein they entered. Nowadays, I think they rarely dance to the song. I mean, to the chorus at the very least. And they just roam around greeting people. And also, Happiness is being used for encores. Most of the time, they use Happiness for encores. And then this is also the time wherein they introduced Johnny's Jr., who assisted or back dance for the day. So that's it for disc 1. I will not discuss disc 2 any further because I want you guys to experience the concert as a whole. But I will still discuss Ono's Hang Up and Nino's Doko ni Demo Aru Ota performances. Of course, I will not leave them out because I've already discussed the 3 solo performances of the other members. So the 4th member who performed his solo was Ono. Hang up on those... I'm sorry, I don't know the lyrics specifically, but that's the tone. He entered from the opposite side facing the main stage. So I will just describe the stage setup. And he was dancing on it alone for the introduction up until I think the first verse. If I remember correctly, his 2 back dancers started dancing with him during the chorus part or near the chorus, before the chorus part. If Shaw is my Ichiban, Ono will always be my favorite because he is an amazing performer. I mean, I may be biased, but I think his choreography, his dances, or the way he dances, the way he presents his movements is very precise. Also, we cannot leave out his vocals. I mean, his vocals. I mean, he has a higher pitch than everyone. I think Dino is the one who can reach his notes if ever Ono had a problem reaching it. I think Dino can manage to back him up, but hello, it's Ono. He's so talented. I'm just mesmerized with his talent. I'm so biased. I'm just full of praises for Ono, and I hope he's enjoying his free time with his girlfriend. Hi Ono, if you're listening. No, I'm just kidding. He won't be able to listen to this one. And last but not the least, solo performance is from Nina. So again, I mentioned that this is my favorite solo song within the album. So another reason why I love Beautiful World is that Nino performed his solo Toko ni Demo Aru Uta with his guitar. I mean, it's a rare opportunity to see him play his guitar. I don't know how many times he already played his guitar during concerts, and I really love his vocals. I mean, it's Nino, guys. Hello, it's Nino. I may be biased. Okay, I'm biased all throughout because this is my favorite concert. But bear with me because I know everyone has his and her biases. This performance actually sparked a controversy. Not really controversy, but a rumor that the one on the floor, because it was included in the DVD. So the cameraman actually focused on what's on the floor for a second or two. And there's a tiny, I think it's a picture, but I didn't pause for it because I love to see the whole performance without pausing it. So there's a picture in front of Nino. So it's on the ground and I cannot clearly see it actually, but there's a rumor that this song was actually written by Nino for his ex-girlfriend or girlfriend during that time. But I was not aware if who is that girl, but whoever you are so lucky that Nina wrote a song for you if that's true. But I will not elaborate further because I don't know the nitty-gritty details on it. Again, I will not spoil the concert any further. I'm going to stop with the solos. Please watch it if you have time. Most of the songs from the album were performed on this. And moving on to the stage design. The stage design is very straightforward. So they have a main stage. As usual, it is where the monitor, the band, and where they will appear from time to time. But they entered on the middle part, the one with the circle. So yeah. During their third song, actually, they already are using the elevated individual stages. I don't know what do you call it actually, the specific term for it, but it is spread throughout the venue. So they have their individual stages. The one that is being elevated on a higher level, it is actually for the individual elevated stages are for the fans on the top level. If they didn't do that, the fans on the top level won't see them clearly, because if you are seated on the top level, you will only see an ant-sized performer. Literally an ant-sized performer. Unless you have binoculars or telescope. Who in the world will bring a telescope inside a concert? I don't know who else will bring that. It's heavy. Anyway, so going back to the stages. The stage design gave the members more access to getting closer to the fans. Also, the moving stage is present. It won't be absent, especially in Kokuritsu. The moving stage came from the both sides of your main stage. So 3 members were on the right, if I'm not mistaken. That will be Ono, Nino, and Shaw. And then the other side of the stage, we have Aiba and Jun. So unlike other concerts wherein their venue is dome or arena, the moving stage inside dome or arena venues are usually in the middle. So the moving stage for those venues are in the middle. But for this one, it came from the 2 sides of your main stage. Again, they roam around. So it actually formed a semicircle. So that is the path of your moving stages. And then they meet up in the middle. So that will be the opposite side of your main stage. So facing your main stage, that will be on the other side of Kokuritsu. And the other one that is always present in concerts is the individual carts. I call it cart. I don't know if you can imagine it, but it is the cart that's being pushed by a staff. and to make it possible for the artist to roam around the arena. So the arena part that we are calling is the one on the ground instead of the one on the elevated seats. So that's the arena that we are talking about here. The arena that I'm talking about earlier was the venue itself. So just like Yokohama Arena, what else is an arena? I don't know. No, in Nagoya is a dome. So Yokohama is the only familiar arena that I can think of as of the moment. So the arena that I'm talking about now is the one where the audiences are close to the stage. I don't know if you've noticed or if some of you can notice other stage designs that I didn't mention here, but so far that's the observation that I get from watching or rewatching this concert. To wrap up this podcast, so I have just a few points on my feelings about this concert. So it definitely brought back some memories, and it is very nostalgic to see them perform that way. They're definitely younger than now, and they are definitely more energetic before than now, but it doesn't make any less of the performance that they are doing on the recent years that they have. But yeah, so I'm very happy that I did this, and I'm very happy to share my thoughts and my observations with you guys. And I hope that's a lot of hope. I hope that you check it on Spotify, not only the Beautiful World album, but also every album that they have on Spotify. Hopefully, not only Arashi and Katon can be checked out on Spotify, and hopefully soon we can listen to all other Johnny's Entertainment artists on Spotify. Shout out to other music labels like J-Storm, Sony Music, Universal Music Japan, Avex, and Poly Canyon. I don't know if there are other music labels that is involved with any other Johnny's Entertainment artists, but hopefully they can hear this. No, just joking, they won't. I'm sure they won't. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this episode, and I hope you got a thing or two from me. You can also correct me if I get some facts wrong, or I wouldn't call that facts if it is wrong, right? Anyway, if I get some details wrong, you can correct me on the comment section down below. We do not want incorrect details being passed on to new fans and to those who doesn't know Arashi and wants to know Arashi even more. So we want to spread the correct information, just the correct information. So please correct me on the comment section down below if I said anything wrong or I picked out some details that are incorrect. Of course, the rumors as well. Again, happy 22nd formation anniversary, Arashi! And thank you guys for listening to this month's podcast episode. I hope your today is brighter than yesterday and tomorrow will be brighter than today. Thank you for tuning in, guys. See you on the next one. Bye!